Buckeye Nation, what's poppin'? Crazy Dog coming at you on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel with a very special Ohio State video for you guys. As the Big Ten has come out and revised the conference schedules for the next 5 years, as of course, since the last time they revised the schedules, adding USC and UCLA, Oregon and Washington joined the Big Ten. Now, I remember I made a video talking about those two teams joining, and for some reason, I thought they weren't joining until the following season, so 2025. But no, they're coming in next year. Well, okay then. So, of course, the Big Ten had to come out and redo the schedules a little bit. And let's take a look and see what the newly revised conference schedules look like. Of course, dates to be decided. But next year, we will be facing Indiana, Iowa, the team up north, Nebraska, and Purdue at home. And then they will be traveling to Spartyland, Northwestern, Oregon, and Penn State. Now, originally, this is what the conference schedule looked like. Of course, you had Southern Miss, Western Michigan, and Marshall as non con opponents. But the original conference schedule had Sparty, Minnesota, Illinois, Iowa, the team up north, Northwestern, Rutgers, Penn State, and UCLA. So instead of going to the Rose Bowl, the Buckeyes will be traveling to Autzen Stadium next year. That'll be fun. And most likely that'll be a night game. Which means Buckeyes after dark, baby! Yeah! But you can already see which teams were switched out. But yeah, Big Ten doing some work with the conference schedule. I like our new conference schedule. Tell me what you think about next year's conference schedule. Now, as far as 2025 goes, that's when the Buckeyes will be facing two former Pac 12 teams every year from that point on. Of course, 2025, they will be hosting UCLA and traveling to Washington. 2026, they'll be hosting Oregon and going to Southern Cal, like they were supposed to be doing, I think, originally. What was it? 2025, I think, was the original time for that. I know next year they were supposed to go to UCLA, but they switched it all up. 2027, they host Southern Cal and then go to Oregon. And then 2028, they will host Washington and travel to the Rose Bowl, like they were supposed to do next year. Now, looking at the original 2025 schedule, like I said, they were supposed to go to Southern Cal originally, or they were supposed to host Southern Cal, but instead, of course, they will have two former Pac 12 teams on the schedule starting in 2025. Of course, the non con games haven't really changed as of now, of course. They can change. I don't think they will. But Texas, Ohio, and UConn. So think about it. 2025, we got to host Texas and then go to Washington and host UCLA. That's going to be fun. I can't wait for that. But the original Big Ten schedule for 2025, of course, had Illinois, Team Up North, Northwestern, Indiana, Maryland, Nebraska, USC, Purdue, and Wisconsin. So again, they switched out some teams and, of course, added another former Pac 12 team to that schedule. They had to fit in Oregon and Washington, so that's why they had to make changes. Now, looking at 2026 and beyond, of course, Illinois, Maryland, Team Up North, Northwestern, Oregon at home, Indiana, Iowa, Nebraska, and Southern Cal on the road in 2026. In 2027, they host Sparty, Purdue, Nebraska, and Southern Cal while going to Ann Arbor, Minnesota, Northwestern, Oregon, and Rutgers. And then 2028, they host the Team Up North, Minnesota, Rutgers, Washington, Wisconsin. And then they travel to Illinois, Maryland, Penn State, and the Rose Bowl for UCLA. Now, I know a lot of people like to criticize Ohio State for their non-con opponents. Um, yeah, after next year, of course, 2025, they have a home and home with Texas. And then 2027, they start a home and home with Alabama. Yeah. And then 2030, they start a home and home with Georgia. So clearly, the schedule maker for Ohio State, the athletic director, heard y'all slander Ohio State's non-con schedule and was like, "Huh, watch this." So we'll see how that goes. Of course, that's a long way away, mostly. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think of the newly revised schedule? And yeah, we'll see what else happens. Now, some people seem to think that the Big Ten could be adding more teams, most notably from the ACC. The two most prominent names I've heard, Clemson and Florida State. Could you imagine if we added Clemson and Florida State to the Big Ten? The amount of toxic fan bases in the Big Ten would multiply with two more. It'd be insane. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the newly revised schedules in the comments down below. As always, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, help get this channel to about 100 subs right now. I'm going to keep the expectations low. But my ultimate goal, of course, is to have this channel surpass my main channel. It's going to take a lot of work. But as I always say, never underestimate Buckeye Nation. Because after all, they call us a bunch of nuts. That's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow for my Maryland game preview. That should be a good game. You know, the little brother of Tua again. I thought he would have graduated, but no, he's still there. It's crazy, right? But with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog, coming at you on the Bucking Crazy YouTube channel. Bucks, OH, I'm out. Bye bye.